Title: AITA for exposing the real reason my sister and her boyfriend broke up. So, for context, my sister Charity is 25 and her now ex boyfriend Lucas is 24. They were together for about 3 years. I'm 22, and over that time, I've gotten pretty close with Lucas. We're in the same Discord server, we game together sometimes, and we chat fairly regularly. He's always been good to my sister as far as I could see, and my family generally liked him. About a week ago, I found out they had broken up. Nobody in my family gave me details. It was just, yeah, they split, it wasn't working out, very vague. I assumed it was mutual or at least not dramatic because there was no big blow-up in the group chats, no crying phone calls, nothing like that. A couple of days later, I was online and saw Lucas in our Discord server. I messaged him privately and asked if he was doing okay and how he was handling the breakup. I expected something like, yeah, it sucks, but it was time, or we just grew apart. Instead, he asked me, do you know why we broke up? I said no, that nobody had told me anything specific. That's when he told me the real reason. He had come out to my sister as bisexual, and she dumped him over it. I honestly didn't believe it at first. I know my sister can be judgmental, but I didn't think she was outright homophobic. I asked him if he was sure that was the reason, and he said yes, then asked if I wanted to see the messages. I said okay. He sent me screenshots of their conversation. In them, he told her he was bi, and she immediately flipped. She said things like, "That's disgusting. I don't want to date someone who's into men, and I can't be with someone like that. It's wrong." She accused him of lying to her for years and said she felt tricked into dating someone like that. She also said she didn't want him around her friends or family anymore because she didn't want people to get the wrong idea about her. It was really ugly. There was no cheating, no shady behavior from him, nothing. Just him being honest about his sexuality and her reacting horribly. I was honestly shocked and embarrassed that my own sister was talking like that. I apologized to him on behalf of my family, even though I know it's not technically my responsibility. I told him I was sorry she treated him that way, and that I appreciated him trusting me enough to show me the messages. The next day, I was scrolling through Facebook and saw that Charity had made a long public post about the breakup. She wrote this whole droll, dramatic thing about how she had finally found the strength to leave a toxic cheater and that she refused to be disrespected any longer. She never used his name, but it was obvious who she was talking about. She implied he had been cheating on her for a while and that she had proof, but she never actually showed anything. I checked, and sure enough, she had blocked Lucas, so he couldn't see what she was saying about him, and he couldn't defend himself in the comments. A bunch of her friends were commenting things like, "You deserve better," "Men are trash," and "Good for you for leaving him." People were basically piling on him for something he didn't do. I was furious. It's one thing to break up with someone because you're homophobic and can't handle them being bi. That's already awful. But to then turn around and publicly smear them as a cheater, knowing they can't respond, is another level. I messaged Lucas and asked if he knew what she was posting. He had no idea because, again, she had blocked him. I sent him screenshots of her post. He was understandably upset. He said he didn't want people thinking he was a cheater, especially when had been faithful the entire relationship. I asked him if he would be okay with me posting the screenshots of their conversation to clear his name. I told him I wouldn't share anything super personal beyond what was necessary to show the real reason for the breakup. He thought about it and then said yes, that he was tired of being lied about. So with his permission, I made my own Facebook post. I said something along the lines of, "I've seen some posts about my sister's breakup that are not telling the full story. With Lucas' permission, I'm sharing screenshots of their conversations so people can see what actually happened." Then I posted the screenshots of her calling him disgusting for being bi and saying she couldn't be with someone who likes men. I didn't add any insults. I didn't call her names. I just let her own words speak for themselves. It blew up way more than I expected. A lot of people who had commented on her original post saw mine and realized she had lied. Some of her friends started calling her out for being homophobic. Others quietly unfriended her. By the end of the day, she had lost over 30 Facebook friends. My parents called me that evening, furious. They said I had humiliated my sister and ruined her life. My mom told me I needed to delete the post immediately because Charity was devastated and crying nonstop. She said that even if my sister was wrong, I shouldn't have aired family drama in public. I told them that Charity was the one who went public first by lying about Lucas and calling him a cheater. I said I wasn't going to let her destroy his reputation just because she was too ashamed to admit she dumped him for being bi. I also pointed out that Lucas is my friend too, and he didn't deserve to be dragged through the mud. My sister then started blowing up my phone with angry messages, calling me a traitor and saying I had chosen some random guy over my own blood. She said I had no right to share her private messages, even though she had no problem publicly lying about him. She also tried to double down and say he probably would have cheated anyway because bi men can't be faithful, which just made her look even worse. For the record, I have seen zero proof of her cheating claims. No screenshots, no messages, nothing, just her word. Meanwhile, I saw clear proof that she dumped him purely because he's bi and that she said some really hateful things about it. Now my parents are giving me the cold shoulder and saying I need to apologize to my sister and take the post down. They keep saying family comes first and that I should have handled it privately. Some extended family members are split. A few think I did the right thing by defending Lucas. Others think I went too far by making it public. From my perspective, I didn't start this. I just refused to let a lie stand when I had proof of the truth, especially when that lie was hurting someone who trusted me. So, am I the asshole for exposing the real reason my sister and her boyfriend broke up?